This week's project is a text-based project, and it brings together a few different concepts. So first I'm focused on the element of line. Line is one of the basic elements or building blocks of art. I want you to divide up your page using a variety of different line designs. The next thing we're going to do is focus a little bit on identity and portrayal of ourselves. So I'm writing I am, and then I'm writing different adjectives, different words that describe me. And as I do that, I think about the font or the style of lettering, and I try to make a connection between those things. Sometimes I'll even embed different icons in there. So under I am curious, I put a little magnifying glass under curious to go along with the investigating or exploration part of that. With flexible, I was thinking flexible in terms of being very open to different things. So I left flexible. The letters themselves are literally open-ended. I only made lines defining a portion of those letters, so they are open to the rest of open to what's around them. On the word methodical, I used dots at the corners and straight lines to make it seem very sort of geometric and mapped out. I was trying to, like I said, think about the ways that I can create a font or a style of lettering that goes along with the meaning of the word, that helps to convey the tone of my message, so that everything is working together within the design. Because really, that's a big part of what graphic designers are doing, is they're thinking about how all those different little elements, how the color scheme, how the style of lettering is going to work with an image and help to convey a unified message about what they're trying to say about a company or a logo or whatever. As I'm coloring, I wanted to still be sort of methodical, and I went through the range of colors in rainbow order. I went red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And the strategy that I used as I was coloring was I just used crayons and I pressed harder in some areas to make the colors a little bit bolder, and I was more gentle in other areas to let the color get a little bit more pale and let more of the white of the paper show through in some areas. So generally, I pressed a little bit harder around the perimeter of each shape. I also went back over the letters, especially on the bigger bubble letters. I pressed a little bit harder in those areas to make sure make sure the words would stand out from the background. Now, as always, of course, you don't have to copy every single thing that I did in my design, but I do want you thinking about those basic strategies. I want you to start off by dividing your page using a variety of different lines. Explore different types of lines: straight, wavy, zigzag. You could have spiraling lines. You could have dotted and dashed lines. There are lots of different types of lines, so think about what kinds of lines are going to work to go along with the design and the message that you're going to be portraying. Then I want you to make a nice big I am and describe yourself. Think about what are the appropriate adjectives to put in your design. Think about how you can make a font or a style of lettering that is going to go along with that mood or help to convey that tone appropriately. You might also think about incorporating different icons and little bits that go into that help to reinforce the message. And finally, you're going to color, of course, with your choice of media.